Hi everyone, this is Lara Hammock from the Marble Door channel, and in today's video, I'll give you a quick summary of a book that I just read called The Like Switch by Jack Schafer. I've boiled down many of his points into just the basic formula and tactics for getting people to like you. This is part of a two-part video series. So I just read this book called The Like Switch, an FBI agent's guide to influencing, attracting, and winning people. It's written by this guy, Jack Schafer, who, as stated, was an FBI counterintelligence agent and a psychologist. He developed all of these strategies to convince people to do stuff like spy on their own countries or confess to actual crimes. His whole view is that if you can get someone to like you, they are way more likely to do what you want them to do. So like that saying, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. So that's a pretty manipulative premise, but I think you can put a lot of these techniques to good use with just getting people to like you as its own goal. These techniques can be helpful to anyone, but it seems to me that a group of folks who might be interested in this is teenagers. Now, most teens have been told by a parent or an adult that if you want someone to like you, you should just be yourself, and they know instinctively that that is kind of a bunch of crap. Just by virtue of being in middle or high school, being yourself with all of your quirks and idiosyncrasies can sometimes be a liability. Unless, of course, you are inherently likable and all of these social techniques come totally naturally to you, in which case you probably wouldn't be having that conversation in the first place. So what's great about this book is that it boils down being likable into some formulas and tactics that are easy to understand and easy to put into place. So in this first video, I'm going to cover the friendship formula, friend signals, and enemy signals. So first, the friendship formula. Here's the formula. Friendship equals frequency plus proximity plus duration plus intensity. So basically what this means is that more often and longer you spend time with somebody who you have some degree of interest in, the more likely it is that you will become friends. So just think about any of your friendships, and odds are this formula probably worked, or at least it worked at the beginning of your friendship. So frequency is how often you see someone. Proximity is how close you are to them physically. Duration is how long a period of time you spend together. And intensity is basically how much interest you have in each other. So this could be like shared interests or another kind of intensity like curiosity or attraction. So if you're an FBI agent trying to convince a foreign asset to spy on his or her country, you can work each component of this formula to manufacture a relationship with that asset. To be honest, from a female perspective, artificially following this formula to gain friends feels a little stalkery, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. All I can say is that if you are naturally spending more time, more frequently with someone that you enjoy, you are likely to become friends. So now let's talk about friend signals. So these are some very straightforward tips that you can follow to indicate to others that you are a friend and not an enemy. So almost all of us has at least one friend who always gives the impression that she is aloof or mad or even bitchy, right? So she may not even realize that she is giving off those signals. And here is how to avoid doing that. You do the following things. Number one, eyebrow flash. So as you're approaching someone, that just felt really awkward. As you're approaching someone, give a quick up and down of the eyebrows. It can be just as you're saying hi. So watch people's expressions loosen up as you do this. The second thing is head tilt. So tilt your head to one side or the other. It doesn't really matter which. Basically, tilting your head exposes your carotid artery, and it means that you are confident and you are not afraid. And finally, smile. A genuine smile, not a fake one. People can tell the difference. So here are the components of a real smile, and you can practice these in the mirror. The corners of your mouth go up. Your cheeks raise, and wrinkles appear on the sides of your eyes. So here's a fake smile that doesn't involve those. And here's a genuine one. Enemy signals. So I'm not going to go into great detail here, but here are some of the enemy signals. Schafer calls them faux signals. So don't do any of these unless you are trying to make an enemy. Scowling. Staring at someone for more than a second. Only a second is permissible. Looking someone up and down. Rolling your eyes. Standing in any kind of aggressive posture. So one example is standing with your hands on your hips is aggressive. Or standing too close to someone, invading their physical space. So all of those signals show that you are not coming in peace. So now join me for my second video where I'm going to cover body language, the golden rule of friendship, figuring out what somebody's saying in a conversation, and how to tell when someone is lying. So let me know what you think. Comments are always appreciated, and thanks for watching.